just wondering about the status. Well, you have a lot of injured players, obviously.
Yeah.
What is that going to look like on Sunday? Is Max Crosby in line to potentially play?
Yeah, we'll see what Max can do today. And with injuries, it's week 5 in the National Football League. Just like everybody else, we're battling, and we'll see come Sunday who's ready to go.
Coach, with Max, he's always the energy guy in practice. With him out, have you seen anyone kind of take the reins in practice in that regard?
Ooh, it's hard to match Max's energy. I would think Robert Spillane, if I had to throw somebody out there that could just say, not just the energy, I think just the body of work, body language, the temperament, the talk, probably a little bit more vocal, which is needed. And obviously he's a captain, so you never try to replace a player as far as what they do and how they act, their mannerisms. But I think Robert Spillane's done a good job for us.
Tony, yesterday NCAA announced the punishment from Arizona State. Is that something that you have any sort of statement about or comment about?
No comment. I'm employed by the Raiders.
Coach, this is the second time you guys have a chance to stack 2 wins in a row. What are you hoping that the team learned from that loss to Carolina that you guys can change this time around?
Yeah, obviously, we can't come out flat. You gotta have energy. You gotta have poise. Playing on the road, so you're gonna have to deal with that with the crowd. I think it's important that we get off to a fast start. And again, you gotta protect the football, penalties, things of that nature. But we've talked about that at length this week. It's things that we need to do better as we come off wins. And it's about being consistent. It's not, again, we're talking about the highs and the lows, but just being that team that showed up this past Sunday, again, this Sunday.
One of the things you talked about in training camp was the depth at linebacker. I guess that's been tested a little bit here once again this week too with Luke. Do you expect to see more of Tommy Eichenberg, and what has he showed you guys?
Yeah, I think the last 2 weeks, I believe Tommy's got a lot more reps there, along with Bernie as well. Both gentlemen, with Luke being out, and he'll be out for this game, Tommy will start. And I think Tommy's coming along. He got off to a great start in OTAs and training camp, and then we had a little hiccup there with the injury, but he's bounced back really strong, and we feel really good. He's a good complement to Robert Spillane. He's really good for our defense. Smart kid. He's hard-nosed, so we'll go out there. He'll make some rookie mistakes, but he does play 100 miles per hour.
With that being said, would you consider that kind of like linebacker spot more of a by committee with him, Bernie, and Gaynor, or you trying to have somebody just kind of man up and take the spot for this game?
Well, I think it's situational. I think that'll change. You kind of followed last week's game. Situational football was shown with those other 2 linebackers, but I don't see Spill ever coming out. Hopefully that never happens. But with different packages, different situations, you'll see different personnel movements.
How's Dylan Barham coming along?
It's good. We'll go out there, we'll give it a shot today and see how it looks, and we'll go from there.
Zamir showed up on the injury report on Wednesday. Where does he stand right now as we head to Sunday?
Yeah, more than likely he's doubtful.
Antonio, I don't know if teams, after Brock had that big game, if teams maybe sort of defending him a little bit differently or focusing him on a little bit differently. What's the key to maybe getting him back on track so that he's more involved?
Yeah, I think, first play of the game last week, he did. It obviously didn't go our way. We dropped the ball on that one. But I think just finding different ways to give him the ball, moving around. I think you've seen that with us now. Fullback, tight end, the F position, maybe split out there, wide receiver. Just moving him around. He's a weapon, right? I know he's a tight end, but he's a weapon. And wherever we can to get him the ball and create the matchups we want, that's better for us.
I know you mentioned Max Crosby he was working off to the side yesterday. Do you think he might be able to practice today, or just?
Yeah, he'll be limited today.
That's good.
We'd asked about Davante the other day, but I didn't want to talk about it. Do you hope the situation is resolved quickly?
That's handled on the 3rd floor. I'm focused on Denver Broncos. Get my team ready, prepared to play. We're excited about that. We're ready for it, right? So everything else will handle itself. I'll handle the grass. So let's go and handle everything else.
Do you? I know you got Coach Marvin Lewis obviously with you too, but do you stay in touch with Tom Coughlin throughout the season too, just to pick his brain and?
Yeah, that's my alarm clock at 4:30 every morning. He still hasn't remembered that we're on West Coast time. So no, it's Tom Coughlin is obviously heavily involved in things with me throughout the week, and we talk about it. In any situation that comes up, I can bounce things off of him. He's a resource.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.